how fitting that you're joining us on a day that we get this Fed rate cut. You've gone through several cycles. How does this move the needle for you?
Yeah, look, it was a great day for investors. I think for me, the 50 basis points is much more about a psychological inflection point in the market. A lot of the investors were waiting for this moment to know that we're on the other side of this era of taming inflation. And to know that we're now on the other side, I think it'll be meaningful for investors.
But wouldn't it be more meaningful to look at what kind of cycle this is going to be and why the Fed is cutting? I mean, if it's actually a recession, a slowdown, that cannot be good.
Well, look, since 1962, we've had about 9 efforts of taming inflation through interest rates. 8 of those did result in a hard landing. So having a soft landing is certainly the exception. It is feeling like Jerome Powell's pulled it off, though. We're not feeling that this is going to be a hard landing at this point, and I think the 50 basis points will only encourage the effect that they're wanting to do, which is to make this a soft landing.
Amazon making some headlines this week, telling people to come back to the office to work 5 days a week. Does that change the story, the view around office space? Do you see commercial real estate values bottoming out?
Yeah, well, like I was saying on the interest rate adjustment, I do think that is going to help entice investors to come in. I think it's really important to remember that the public markets and private markets are in a very different place in their recovery. The public markets have had much longer time to recover. The private markets, this is only the beginning of that recovery. And so for me, this is hitting the bottom. And I think that we're going to see investors come back into the market as a result of this. I think they're going to be focused on different sectors, mostly in living. I think retail is a fantastic play right now as well. And so that's what will lead the market now on the other side of this.
So let's make this more actionable. Is now the right time to get into real estate, and exactly where?
Yeah. So it's been, again, it's really important to remember that for the private markets in real estate, this has really been a 2-year downturn. And for me, look, interest rates have already come down in Canada, Europe, and UK, as well as other places. Having the U.S. make this big move is a tipping point, I think, at how investors are going to see that market and have more confidence to come in now to the market. They've been waiting. So I do think that this is an important moment, and I think that the market's going to reflect that. There's a lot of dry powder on the sidelines, and I think they will start to move in now. There's a lot of pricing discovery that has been happening even in the last few months. I think that this will help accelerate that.